All right. I think everything looks good on this end. All right. Oh, sweet. I got my cover back. Finally. Finally. Everything's back to normal when it comes to Google Hangouts, Google Plus. Uh, so happy they got this error fixed. I couldn't have this whole layout, these whole layouts for a while now. Now that it's updated and everything looks pretty normal, you guys know what my Twitter handle is again. You know who I am. You know to like on Facebook, to subscribe, and to donate to my Patreon, and all this cool stuff. Awesome. I can go back to having special layouts. Good. Awesome. I can start that this week. Hello, everybody. It is your boy, Dalyxman. Yes, that's the first thing I open up with. The covers. Like, you care. What's up, people? This is another edition of your boy, Dalyxman's Q&A, Wrestling Q&A, where whenever I do it, I come up here, I ask you guys to like me on Facebook, and anytime I do one of these, I post on my Facebook page. Post your questions here with your name and city, and as many as I get. Sometimes, let me see how much I have. Like recently, I've been getting a lot of questions, and my videos go like over an hour because I give time to each of my fans. But the questions that I get must be wrestling related, of course. But you can ask me anything. Like honestly, I know it's called a wrestling Q&A, but I'm cool. Like if you want to ask me about anime or something else outside of wrestling, movies, video games, I'll answer it because I'm that kind of guy. But I'm gonna answer as many as I can within the time I'm allowed. I don't plan on going 2 hours exactly, but who knows? Let's see how many questions I can get answered in this particular video. By the way, to the people in the live chat, what's up? Good to see all y'all. What's on my hat? Oh, you want the logo? It's a logo. This is for my dreads. And sometimes they get all frizzy. Might need to get my hair done again. And so keep it looking fine and flat and not like I need to get my hair done. So that's why I wear that. But hashtag fire Mr. Ooh, I'm not saying that word. Hashtag fire road dog tweets. Thank you. And of course, we got here in the live chat as well. Well, let's see how many questions I got on my Facebook page. All right, it's a little bit less than I usually get because it's last minute. This is also something I need to start doing a lot more. I need to start advertising my videos more because that might actually help my viewership as well. But these Q&As I always do kind of spontaneously. You don't know when I'm going to do them. I might start to make this a thing every 2 weeks. Like every 2 weeks, I'll do a Q&A. I might. I'm not making any promises. I have to fit that in my schedule. But I need to start making this a more consistent thing because then I'm pretty sure fans will know when to prepare questions for me. So I think as we get past WrestleMania, we get into the new season, quote unquote season for WWE and wrestling. I don't even know why I treat that like a new season. It's nothing different. Well, past WrestleMania, I'm gonna do a better job of doing consistent Q&As. Again, helping your boy get more notice, more traction here on this channel. By the way, apparently I am close to 24,000 subscribers. Awesome. That's a lot. Like, again, I thank everybody that takes the time out of their day to watch me because you don't have to. But let's get to this. So Q&A time. I'm going to read the questions on my Facebook page. And based off of how many I have, if I have time, I might get some questions in the live chat as well. But let's see how this works. All right. First question comes from Devin. Devin did not tell me where he's from, but thank you, Devin, for your question. Ryback, Wade Barrett, Damian Sandow, Mr. Kennedy, Cody Rhodes. We've seen some gwat. He spelled great wrong. I'm being a jerk. We've seen some great talent walk from WWE for one reason or another. Who do you think will be the next superstar added to the list of the could have beens and walk out on WWE? Oh, okay. Who do I see being the next person to walk out on WWE? Daniel Bryan. Easy. But you mean people who haven't reached the top, as in they could have been what Daniel Bryan was, but didn't get the opportunities, didn't get the push or the resources to get to that level. Cesaro, honestly, like his contract is expiring this year, so I don't see it being renewed. I'm shocked. I'm very shocked that Ziggler signed on for 2 years. Now, I don't know how much he's getting paid because I hear he's being paid like over $1 million to stay. Wow. Okay. Maybe that is the truth. I don't know. I don't really know the details of that, but if that's true, wow. Like they did not want him to leave at all because they knew how good he was. But I'm shocked he stayed. Others, see, people like Heath Slater and maybe to a certain degree Titus O'Neil. Yeah, those guys I don't see going anywhere. Like when their wrestling careers finish, they're going to be backstage agents because they're not going to go anywhere else. Because this is the only place that they can actually be somebody, be something. People like Cesaro, he's so talented, he can go anywhere he wants and make a name for himself. Probably make more money. So, yeah, I do think, to answer your question, the next one will be Cesaro. Now, I got people in the live chat saying Rusev and Sami Zayn and Luke Harper. And all of those are legit names. All of them. But here's the thing. I don't necessarily see Sami Zayn leaving. And I don't quite see Luke Harper leaving. Rusev is a totally different situation. They better do something with him soon because I'm getting the sense that he wants to get the hell out of there because he's not getting the respect that he deserves. And respect goes a long way. Let me tell you something. And in my life, personally, I'm getting to a point where disrespect is just not going to fly no more. I don't take it. I don't like disrespect. And people know this. I block people. I don't care. I don't care. I block people on Twitter. I block people here on YouTube because I don't deal well with disrespect. I demand respect because I give it. I'm always giving people respect. And if I ever disrespect you, I apologize for it. And that's how I think life should go. You know, if you don't like being disrespected, you let people know that. Now, I'm a little bit more lenient with how I block people. I don't block people as much as I used to. Because back in the day, like in 2011, 2012, block. I don't even give you a shot. Now I'm more of an adult. I've grown up. Now it's one of those things where it's like, look, I didn't get what you were saying. What's this all about? And if it continues, after I tell you, look, you're being disrespectful, can you please stop? Yeah, I'm going to block you. Now, there are other people who don't do that. Apparently, OTRS Central doesn't do that. Good Mic Work doesn't do that. That's wonderful. They don't have 24, and this is going to sound so arrogant and probably going to make me sound like a bigot, and I'm sorry. But the stuff that I deal with, they don't deal with. Okay? I get people on a regular basis sending me so many cruel things like that include the N-word. Of course, you got the whole you don't know what you're talking about. You're not as smart as you think you are. You got the whether they're Roman Reigns fans who don't like me, whether it's Road Dogg fans, apparently they're coming after me too. Oh my goodness. They take it personal. You know, and I get it. This is the sport that you love. You love wrestling. Whether you call it a sport or not, I don't care. The point is you care about this and you don't like it when people trash it. And I'm going to get to a question in a second that's going to address this as well. But when you're a lover of wrestling like me, and you want it to be the best that it can be, and you see things that are stopping it from doing that, you can't just sit back and go, okay, whatever. Because there are people like Good Mic Work who don't care. He doesn't care. Good Mic Work came out of, I don't know when he said this, but he came out of nowhere and basically said, Great Khali and Hornswoggle can main event WrestleMania, and I'd be okay with it. That is him. Okay? He said that. Now, I would basically unsubscribe if that ever happened. I'm not wasting my time with a wrestling company that's going to give me Great Khali and Hornswoggle. Like, I will definitely unsubscribe from the network if that was my WrestleMania main event. He doesn't care. And he doesn't need to care. He enjoys watching this as a simple hobby on the side. I love wrestling. I have grown up with it, and I have a passion for talking about wrestling, which is why I came here on YouTube to begin with. So I perceive things differently than a Good Mic Work is. I'm going completely off topic. I'm supposed to be answering more questions, and this is spilling into so many other things. What was the point of this? Okay, the point is respect. Respect is very important. That is what the first question is about. If these guys aren't being respected, why stay? Why should Cesaro stay? Cody Rhodes, Ryback, Wade Barrett, Damian Sandow, Mr. Candy, they weren't being respected. Mr. Candy is a different situation because he was supposed to be world champion, then he got hurt. But how he got released was disrespectful. Why stay? It's all about respect. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. You know the song. Going on. So, Conrad from Lithuania. Who do you think will be the one to end Roman Reigns' Universal Championship reign? Because we all know it's going to be a long one. He actually said that. And when do you think it will happen? I would think logic would tell us it's going to be Braun Strowman. Which, this is what I don't like about this whole thing with Roman. They want to make us believe, and I'm pretty sure the question is coming up soon about the promo. I could talk about it now. No, I won't. I'm just going to answer the question, and I'll get to the whole Roman Reigns promo from Raw later because there's a question about it. But this whole thing about Roman going to WrestleMania, winning the championship, it's happening during a time when people are getting invested into someone else. This is what hurt Roman Reigns in 2015. When they gave him that big push, no one wanted to see Roman Reigns in the main event. They wanted to see Daniel Bryan. Here in 2018, no one wants to see Roman Reigns in the main event. They want to see Braun Strowman, Seth Rollins. Some people want to see Ben Balor. I want to see AJ Styles. Some want to see Shinsuke Nakamura. Nobody. Okay, I shouldn't say nobody, but hardly anybody, less people want to see Roman Reigns in the main event versus Brock Lesnar. Oh, the match could be good. If nobody is invested, if nobody cares, you can go out there and kill yourself. It's not going to get over because people don't want to see it. Someone name a country singer. I don't listen to country. Some country singer. Tim McGraw, because that's the only one I know. Tim McGraw could have a concert next door. Tim McGraw is an amazing artist. That's why I brought him up. Concert next door. Completely pack it out. Awesome. You know, with people who love country. Wonderful. I'm not going to go see it because I don't like country. Now, does that mean it was a bad performance? No. It's Tim McGraw. I'm pretty sure the music that he's playing is great. But I'm not a fan of country. So guess what? I'm not going to go see it. Roman Reigns, is he a good performer? Absolutely. Can Roman Reigns cut a good promo when he needs to? Absolutely. Do I care about Roman Reigns, the character? No. Do I care about Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar? No. So I don't care if the match ends up being a good match. I don't want to see it. Which is part of the reason why, to answer your question, when he does win the Universal Championship, because he is, and he ends up dropping it to Braun Strowman, which he will, when I'm going to assume it will probably, see, I would love to say SummerSlam, because if they wait any longer past that, they're going to kill his momentum. So, yeah, SummerSlam, probably they'll drop the belt to him. And, of course, Roman will get it back because that's just how it goes. By the time he does that, by the time he drops the belt, we would have been right back at square one because WWE forgot the basic fundamental of putting people over, making fans care. That is very essential. You can be a great performer. You can do all the good things right. You can cut promos, show up, good work ethic, check off all the boxes. If I don't give a crap, if I don't care about you, doesn't matter. You can't get mad at me for not caring about you because I don't care. You didn't make me care. Simple as that. Everybody's talking about country now since I brought that up as an example. Florida, Georgia line. But yeah, just to put it succinct, Conrad, yes, Braun Strowman, and he'll probably do it at SummerSlam. I'm getting very long-winded with these questions. I'm sorry, but hey, that's your boy Dalyxman. Bradley from Australia, an Australian fan. Of all the wrestlers at New Japan Pro Wrestling, if they were to come to WWE and were on the main roster, who would have the most success? Well, WWE is all about entertainment more than in-ring action. So, thinking about charisma, the ability to get people to buy a ticket, put butts in seats. That's very important. And the ability to take what's given to him and make it work. Because that's very important. Look, in WWE, more than likely, you're not going to get a role that suits you at first. At first. As time goes by, they'll grow into you. But the best talent are able to take what they're given and make the most out of it. Prime example, Cody Rhodes. Every gimmick that he was given, he made the most out of. Was it always successful? No. But from dashing Cody Rhodes to grotesque Cody Rhodes with the mask to mustache Cody Rhodes to Stardust, he made everything that he was given work to his own benefit. For me, if I'm thinking of a person that can do that from New Japan Pro Wrestling, oh, that's hard. It's hard because everybody in New Japan, no disrespect to them, they all care about what happens inside the ring. And that's how it should be. That's how they were taught. That's how they were trained. So I can't be mad at them for feeling that the in-ring action is what matters most. It doesn't matter that way in WWE. What matters most is the story that you're telling. I'm not saying that in-ring action doesn't matter. It's the story that you're telling that matters the most. So the question you're asking, really, who would tell the best story from New Japan Pro Wrestling? Honestly, the only person that I can think of is Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega. Like, I'm not saying Naito or Okada or Ibushi or Hiroshi Tanahashi or Ishii or anybody. The list goes on. Like, I think all of them are amazing. I think Kenny Omega is the most versatile in making people care. And he showed that with his match against Chris Jericho. It wasn't even the main event, but it was the best match on the show. Kenny Omega knows how to make you care. So I think I tried to give you guys a different answer, but I can't think of anybody else outside of Kenny Omega that would have the most success in WWE because he understands what needs to happen to tell the right story to make you care. That's how it goes. And the best people who tell the best stories are the ones who become legends and they sell out arenas. But yeah, there you go. Although, if I had to pick a second, like a second choice, absolutely Tetsuya Naito. That guy's got something special. He understands psychology, like Jake the Snake Roberts did. What makes you tick, how to make you feel a certain way. And he's good at that. That's very important. All right. So Omega and Naito. There you go. Next question from Braden from Australia. You're from Australia? I didn't realize I had many fans across the world like that. Australia, UK, and all that kind of stuff. Thank you. Anyways, you are against Roman versus Brock, which I can understand. Thank you. But what would you have Roman do at Mania if you were booking for WrestleMania? I think, honestly, and let me just say this. The thing about Roman versus Brock that just make me just not care about it, besides the fact that it's predictable. Like, we know Roman is going to win. Because, look, sometimes being predictable is okay. Like, sometimes you know what's going to happen, but you want to see it happen. This whole thing with Roman and Brock feels forced. Like, they're trying to portray Roman Reigns as like this almighty, the quintessential WWE performer. Like, he is the guy. He wants you to think that he is one of the best in the world. And here's my thing. I'm not saying that's something all wrestlers shouldn't have. I think all wrestlers should want that. I don't believe it. I don't believe in Roman Reigns. The catchphrase, believe that? I don't believe you. I don't think you're the best. Not yet. Can you be that one day? Maybe. I don't believe it. And the stuff with him and Brock Lesnar, they had a good match at WrestleMania 31. Wonderful. Okay, I don't want to see Brock and Roman go out there and then have Roman kick out 35 F5s, 35,000 F5s, 35 million F5s, 35 billion. Okay, so many F5s to the point where it gets ridiculous. So it's like, okay, now you're just forcing it. You're not telling a story. You're not making me care. You're not doing what needs to be done to make me invest in Roman Reigns. You're just doing this because you want people to think that he's the best, but you're not doing the essentials to create that feeling, to create that story. And when you ask me what could do that, what does Roman Reigns need to get that feeling from me? Well, just look through his history. Think about this for a minute. Roman Reigns has had the best work of his career with only a few people. And one of them was Braun Strowman. To me, the best match to do at WrestleMania? Strowman and Reigns. Because they always have great matches. To me, if we were going to do Roman Reigns versus whoever for the Universal Championship, why would you not want it to be Braun Strowman? When they had feud of the year. They had feud of the year for WWE last year. There's a story behind it. I understand why he doesn't like Roman. Because they tried to kill each other so many times. Braun Strowman thinks he's the best. And he wants a challenge. And he sees Roman Reigns as the best challenge. So that's why he's constantly going after Roman Reigns. And he knows Roman's always going to give him something to fight for. And Roman stands up to him every single time. And he gets frustrated when Roman won't stay down. There's a story there. It's a very tangible story that's interesting, which makes their matches awesome. And I want to see that match more. If they was to announce tomorrow that Brock Lesnar is vacating the championship, hey, it could happen. And they decide we're going to have Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns fight for the championship at WrestleMania, I'd be excited. Because that is an actual WrestleMania match. Those two would live up to the standard. Do y'all agree? Live chat, let me know. Let me know. Seriously. I got Ultra Shadow saying he'd be up for it. But man, like that's a match I would want to see. That's a match I care about because they got me to care. So yeah, absolutely. I would easily put him against Braun Strowman. Easily. Let's see here. Ivan. What do you think of the rumored John Cena versus Rey Mysterio match coming up? Do I think it's going to happen? And how would I book it? Let me see. When I was first talking about it, I remember this. This was during, I think it was during SmackDown actually, the whole hashtag Fire Road Dogg bit. The news came out that Rey Mysterio was backstage, and he was looking for an opponent for WrestleMania. And the rumored match was with John Cena. Initially, I got excited. The reason why I got excited was, awesome, this means Undertaker's not coming back. Good. I don't want to see Taker get more leg injections so he can walk, power through pain to have a match that he doesn't need to have. He doesn't need to have any more matches. He's a legend. He's already good. He's a millionaire. He don't need to wrestle no more. So when I heard Rey Mysterio was coming back to wrestle John Cena, I'm like, yes, doesn't mean Taker and Cena is fighting. And you know what? That's a much better match. How many times has Rey Mysterio and John Cena wrestled? I'll spoil it. Twice. So they get one more match. And the last time they had a match was 2011. I would love to see Rey Mysterio take on John Cena now, especially now that John Cena has gotten a lot more smarter, has gotten a lot more knowledgeable about how to put a match together. I think those two would tear the house down. Now, the problem with that is why? And apparently I'm reading from people in the live chat that it was fake news, that it's not real. I heard about that too, but I'm answering the question if it was real. Listen, the problem with that match is that it's so random that people are going to go, why would Rey Mysterio want to fight John Cena? Why would John Cena want to fight Rey Mysterio? How would I get them to care about that match? And that's hard. That's going to be hard. Like, the simplest solution would be is a Legends match. It's two legendary performers coming in to give the WrestleMania audience a WrestleMania classic. But, see, when you actually really think about it, it's no wonder why people said that makes no sense. And then it also makes you wonder, why would anybody believe that story? Because that just seems so random and kind of out there. I'd be all for the match. I think that's great. But how would you put it together? How would it come together? The best way, if I was booking this match, if it was going to happen, it would have to come as a result of John Cena's turning heel. It would have to. The whole story of John Cena being desperate to get a WrestleMania match. That's the story they're telling. I failed to get the match through Royal Rumble, through Chamber, and I failed to get in the match from the Scramble, the Championship Scramble coming up next week. So now I'm so desperate that I'm going to force a match out of Rey Mysterio. I'm going to pick on a guy smaller than me. I'm going to pick on this one and make him want to fight me at WrestleMania. That's how you do it. Like that's the best way to do it. And John Cena to me works better when he's playing the heel. So that to me would be the best way to go about it if I'm setting up that match. Otherwise, just do it as it is. John Cena versus Rey Mysterio. That's why we're doing it. They're two legends. Screw it. Let me see. But that's all I got, man. That's all I got. Now people are bringing up the fact that John Cena got a title match against Rey Mysterio the night he won the belt. So you can use that to build into it. Yeah, that's true. You can play up this idea that Rey Mysterio has beaten pretty much anybody he's faced except John Cena. Maybe you can put that into the story. He's never beaten John Cena before, and he wants to fight John Cena and beat him. I want to see that, but we'll see. We'll see how this works. But yeah, like when I heard about this whole Rey Mysterio versus John Cena craziness, I was so happy because I'm thinking, please don't make Taker wrestle no more. So yeah, there's that. I think that's all I got really to say. I mean, that's how I would book it. I would love to see the match. Apparently, it's not really going to happen. It's fake news, but I would love to see that over Taker and Cena for sure. Rohit from India. Do you think Braun Strowman That doesn't say Braun Strowman. That says Baron Corbin. I need new glasses. Red Hit India says, do you think Baron Corbin should turn babyface? I guess. I still wouldn't care. I don't care about Corbin. I think after what happened with him and the Money in the Bank situation, it just made me not care. It just really made me think he's not going to be anybody special. So sure, whatever. Maybe that will do something. Do you think WWE, and do you think that Bray Wyatt is done in WWE? As in, do I think his character is dead? Like he's never going to come back? He's into a point of no return? I can't say that yet. They have to turn him babyface first. Turn him babyface, see how that works. And if through turning him babyface, nothing changes, yeah, he's dead in the water. Might be time to release him. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. It's crazy. Like you bring up Baron Corbin turning face, why not turn Bray Wyatt babyface? I think there's more potential in a Bray Wyatt face turn than it is a Baron Corbin face turn. That's all I'm gonna say. Rohan from London. Awesome. Would you like to see an Uncle Tom type of black character heel in WWE? If so, how would you book it? Honestly, no. I'm tired. I'm tired of the racially stereotypical. Okay, if you're a black wrestler, that means you're a thug. That means you're somehow black powered, empowered by your blackness, or you're a black guy that feels like, you know, you're kissing up to the man. And like Jonathan Coachman was like the Uncle Tom black performer, and you know, he was good at it, but like I've seen it before. That's just it. It's a character I've seen too many times. I don't want to see it again. Like we don't need to have any more of those characters. We don't. We need something different. You know, I want something new, please. All right, Sam from London. Which would you rather see? A different main event at Mania, or to go ahead with it if Roman goes heel? So basically, would I rather see a different match, or if I know Roman is turning heel on Brock Lesnar, just deal with the match? To be honest with you, I'm so desperate for a heel turn, a Roman Reigns heel turn at this point. If the plan was to turn Roman heel at WrestleMania, screw it. Go all the way with it. Just finish it up, turn him heel, have Paul Heyman join up with them, and just run with that. I think that would be great. That would be the best way to go about things. Absolutely. I think that's the best way to answer your question, but yeah, sure. Steven from the UK. What's your favorite episode of WWE 24 and why? Here's his Kurt Angle. It's a tie between the 24 special with Bryan, Angle, and not Balor. Was there? I think there was one down on AJ Styles. No, that wasn't. I'm thinking of something else. Goldberg. Oh my goodness, Goldberg was awesome. Honestly, I'm gonna say Goldberg. I thought Goldberg's 24 special was magnifique. The guy's a legend. Like it really gave you an inside look to who he was and why I feel he deserves to be in anybody's Hall of Fame. Everybody gave him crap. He's not the best wrestler. You know what? Let me tell you something. Okay, not everybody has to be Will Ospreay. I don't want everybody to be Will Ospreay. If everybody was Will Ospreay, everybody would be boring because nobody's special. I don't want everybody to be Will Ospreay. I want everybody to be unique in their own way. If I watch you and you do something that makes me go, I need to watch you again, Goldberg did that for years. Okay? Him power slamming Punk, spearing them, jackhammering him was awesome. I love Goldberg. Top 50 greats of all time for me. Absolutely. For me, that special gave me an inside look to who he really was. The guy really, really does care. He has a good heart. He's a good guy. And I think that's always good to have. So I'm going to say Goldberg. Although Angles and Bryan's specials were top-notch. Both of them were great. But for me, absolutely Goldberg. So let's see here. Sam Katz. What would you do if you found out Road Dogg is writing Rick and Morty? If Road Dogg was writing Rick and Morty, it would not. It wouldn't get past the first episode of the season because it would bomb, and then people criticizing him would be blocked, and he would get no respect, and nobody would want to work with him because he's an idiot. And he's sensitive, overly sensitive. So no, I would not be watching Rick and Morty. Guarantee you there's a Road Dogg question in here somewhere, and I'm prepared for it. How would you book the Kenny and Cody feud? Exactly how it's being booked now. Wouldn't change a damn thing. This is perfect. This is going well. Keep it as it is. I'm just going to enjoy the storyline. Okay, this is one of those feuds where I'm just letting the talent do what they need to do. Let them tell the story. You don't need to create a story for them. The story's already there. Let them tell it. Those are the best feuds. The best feuds are when you just put them out there and just let them go crazy. Let them tell their own story. Cody and Kenny are going to have an awesome match when it happens, by the way. I can't wait for that. Let's see here. I love the live chat. I love the live chat when it was brought up that Road Dogg would write Rick and Morty. Bruh, hell nah. Get your ass. Elias, oh, hell no. I love that. I love your reaction about Rick and Morty. He would kill Rick and Morty. Oh, my goodness. Thank you for the question, Sam. Mike from Canada. I'm all over the place. Australia, UK, Canada, United States. I love all of you across the world. It almost seems Sasha Banks is going to turn heel, but I think it would be better and unexpected if Bayley turned heel instead. Do you agree that Bayley should turn heel? Can I be honest with you? I'm cool with either one of them turning. I want Sasha to turn. Absolutely. I would love it if Sasha was the one to turn heel because I think it would be better for her. Bayley will be okay as a babyface. I think Bayley, although she's struggling now, I think as time goes by, she'll get out of this doghouse that she's in, that she was put in because of bad booking. And then she'll be right back to where she was because she's a good talent. Sasha, I'm worried about. I think if Sasha stays as a babyface, she will get lost in the shuffle. And people will forget about her. I think she's at her best when she's a heel. And I'm not saying she sucks as a babyface. Look, she is solid as a babyface. As a good guy, she does her job well enough. But she's an even better villain. So why not have her in that role where she can become a superstar, a megastar as a villain? That's what I'm saying. That's what I would do. So I'm cool with either one turning. I would have Sasha turn. That's just me. Demetrius from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. What are your thoughts on Neville possibly returning to 205 Live? Well, because 205 Live is now being run by Triple H, I'm cool with it. At first, I would have been like, no, don't come back. Leave. Screw this. Don't even think about showing your face in WWE again because they disrespected you. You'll make a lot more money going to Lucha Underground, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Noah, PWG, Progress. You can go anywhere else you want and become a megastar. Okay? The thing is, with Neville, I get the sense, I get the idea that it feels like he has unfinished business. So if he does come back, fine. As long as he stays away from the main roster, we're good. You guys notice that the Cruiserweights are no longer wrestling on Raw, right? Did anybody else pick that up? Is it just me? I haven't seen a Cruiserweight match on Raw in a dog's age. Good. Keep it that way. We might start seeing Cruiserweights on NXT. That's how it should be. But yeah, absolutely. I would love Neville to come back and wrestle on this version's 205 Live with Triple H in charge. Because I know for sure if he did that, it would be awesome. It is the perfect time for him to come back. And apparently, yeah, a lot of people noticed too that cruiserweights haven't been wrestling on Raw. And it should be that way. How many people are watching me? Oh, wow. Okay. I got an audience. What's up, people? Over 100 viewers. I didn't think I'd get that many for this Q&A, but what's up? Let's continue. Quinton from Brooklyn. Brooklyn. We bring in the hood. Okay, sorry. We can be friends if you know where that came from. Quentin asks, my question is there going to be a Fabulous Moolah Battle Royal like they do the Andre the Giant Battle Royal at WrestleMania? It's a good idea. I don't want it to be a thing because I think it's lazy. Like, at first, the Andre the Giant Battle Royal was a good idea because I'm thinking the winner gets a push. The winner gets showcased in a way where they become someone special. That hasn't been the case. It's just something to have. It's just a reason to put them on the card. It isn't anything special. So I don't want that to be the case for the women. I don't want a Fabulous Moolah Battle Royal when the winner's not going to get anything. I'm not gonna get behind that at all. Sorry. Let's see here. Jordan from Manchester, England. Idea for a new stable. Okay, what you got? 4 members, a la Evolution, top star, powerhouse, up and comer, big potential. Well, that's 1. So up and comer, big potential, and end of career legend type figure. Only stipulation is no NXT and no current champions. What stable would you make? Oh, you put me in a big spot. Okay, so we're doing this though. All right. Watch this. Let me get my creative cap on. Boom, it's on. All right. So 4 people. We need the guy, the man, the superstar of the group, the Triple H, Kofi Kingston. Boom, I went there. Kofi Kingston. We need a legend, someone a Hall of Famer, who's done it, who's been there, who can be the mouthpiece, who can help people understand why this guy's awesome, why he should be there. I'll tell you what, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to cheat. The mouthpiece should be Xavier Woods. For sure. He should be the mouthpiece. But he is a part of the group because I do feel like he needs to be that. He needs to be that manager. He needs to be that manager. That's him. He needs to be that guy to make people care because he knows how to do it. The legend, Mark Henry. Yes, I don't care what anybody says. Mark Henry is a legend. He is a legend in the business. And he hasn't retired yet, so screw it. Why not have him do that? Why not? Up and comer. I can't get anybody from NXT, so Apollo Crews. Okay, so excuse me, Apollo. I can't call him Apollo Crews. Whatever. So Kofi, Mark Henry, Apollo, Xavier Woods, and everybody's like basically a New Day. Yeah, and then Powerhouse would be Big E. Yep, it's basically the New Day but expanded. It's basically a new version of the New Day. It kind of has to be at that point because I'm sorry. I'm at the point now where I can't see Kofi, Xavier, or Big E break up. I can't. I know it's going to happen one day, and it should. But that's what I would do. Like, that's my stable. Like, that would be a big powerhouse stable. And would they be heels? Absolutely. We would see how that works. And everybody's just like, Nation of Domination, New Day repackage. I wasn't even going for that. I was just, you asked me to answer your question, and you gave me stipulations. Now, if you allowed me to do NXT, bro, if you allowed me to do NXT, it would have been a totally different situation. I would have said Aleister Black, the Bludgeon Brothers, and Bray Wyatt. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yes, sir. They would have killed everybody, and I would have loved it. What would you even call that stable? Actually, call that the root of all, the Brotherhood of Evil, or something like that. The Brotherhood of Evil. It's actually a good name. Oh my goodness, it's so good. That's actually more better than I thought it would be. All right. But just to ask you a question, that New Day repackaged, basically. Johnny from Virginia. Do you see Kenny Omega coming to WWE one day? Yes. But, here's my but. It has to be when there's a new creative direction and there's this idea that the company has given up or has taken away all the old things, all the old ways of doing what they used to do, and is doing something different. In other words, Triple H has to take over. Seriously. Like what Triple H is doing with 205 Live and NXT, that needs to become a thing. Period. I think when that has become a thing, yeah, that is when Kenny Omega is going to shine. Absolutely. That is when he should come over. I do think it will happen. It just ain't happening today or anytime soon. My other question is with Chris Jericho never winning Money in the Bank and also being the man who invented the concept. Do you see him winning a briefcase in the near future? No, because he doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. Why would he need Money in the Bank? He's Chris Jericho. He's already a Hall of Famer, multiple-time world champion, multiple-time IC champion. Like, I think he has the record of the most title wins. Tag team, cruiserweight, WCW. I think he was television champion in WCW as well as ECW. He wrestles all around the world. He's a legend, and not just in wrestling, but a celebrity in the real world. He doesn't need the briefcase. Anybody else can have it, but Chris Jericho. I'm sorry if my inflection sounds like I'm mad at you. I'm not mad at you. It's just, to me, yeah, he invented the match, but he invented the match to help people get over. So I think it's doing its job. I'm cool with that. The only time where I felt Chris Jericho did not get what he deserved was Royal Rumble 2012. I think someone said that too. Yeah, Ultra Shadow said that. Royal Rumble 2012 was his Royal Rumble. He should have won that. He should have won that. But that's fine. That's like the only time where I'm just like, yeah, Chris Jericho deserves better, you know? But that's neither here or there. Eric from Kansas City. Will Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy continue after WrestleMania? I hope not. I hope at WrestleMania we do the final deletion and we be done with it. We be done with it. And then we go on to something else. I want to see the Hardys, the Broken Hardys versus who the tag team champions. The Bar. How did I forget about the Bar? The Broken Hardys. Oh my God, that's a good match. The Broken Hardys versus the Bar. Let's go. I'm into that. I want to see that match. That would be awesome. Let's see here. Christian Vasquez from Maryland. Who do you think the first two women will be to main event WrestleMania? And when do you think it'll happen? Who do I think will be the first two women to main event our WrestleMania? And when do I think it will happen? Well, one of them has to be Miss Ronda Rousey, and you know that. I think out of all the women, she has the most potential. Hell, you know what? Now, this is just me saying this now. I wouldn't be shocked if they decided, screw it. The main event for WrestleMania this year is going to be Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle versus Triple H and Stephanie. She might do it this year because it's Ronda Rousey, and it's her first time wrestling, so they might make that the main event. Anyways, if she is going to be here for the long-term run, absolutely. Yeah, Ronda Rousey will be in that main event scene. If I was going to put her against anybody, if Asuka is still undefeated by the time they fight, that should be. Listen to me. Let me just say this. Let me just say this right here, right now. The idea of Ronda Rousey beating Asuka sickens me. I don't like that at all. I know eventually Asuka has to lose. I know eventually Asuka has to lose that streak, and that's going to happen. But as a performer, I haven't wrestled before. As a guy that watches wrestling, a person that wants to see these men and women achieve their dreams, become sensations, doing what they do best, which is wrestling. I want to see someone like an Asuka get to that pinnacle, a pinnacle that Ronda Rousey already has. She's already a celebrity. She's already reached a certain level of fame. She can not do this tomorrow. Ronda Rousey tomorrow can just say, you know what? I changed my mind. I don't want to be a wrestler. I'm leaving. She can do that, and everything will be fine. She'll still have her movie roles. She can do whatever she wants with her life because she's a millionaire. She doesn't need wrestling. She wants to be here. Okay? Asuka can't do that. So when these two eventually do have their match, and it will happen probably, hopefully Asuka is still undefeated, that should be the main event. Like that is a big time match. And you know what? If there was ever a time to do it, a time to do the first ever women's main event, WrestleMania 35, that's it. That's the best time to do it. And then we build to it. Asuka versus Ronda Rousey. Undefeated streak. And by that point, if Asuka is still undefeated, we're going... When did she debut? When did she debut? In, well, not just WWE. I'm talking about, like, NXT. Was that 2014? By that point, if we're going off of NXT, we're talking close to 5 years of undefeated matches? Man. My Lord. Like, and see, a match like that, you don't even need to go out of your way to tell the story. It tells itself. It tells itself. Ronda is trying to prove herself as a legit wrestler, as the woman in professional wrestling. The one to watch, the one to pay your money to see, the one to beat. The best way for her to create that idea is to beat the woman who's on top right now. Right now, Asuka, without question, is the best female performer in WWE. Without question. Without question. She's number one. Now, who number 2, 3, 4, and 5 is, that varies. Whatever. For me, the best performer, period, in terms of female wrestling in WWE is Asuka, hands down. Some of y'all are saying, oh, I think Charlotte, I think Becky, I think Bayley, I think... Listen, I love all 4 of them. Asuka beats them. She trumps them, not just in popularity, not just in the ring, but as an overall personality, as an overall performer. Okay? Asuka is number 1. If Ronda Rousey wants to be seen as number 1, she needs to beat her. And all we need to do is set them on a course for WrestleMania. It will be the main event. That, my friends, is the main event. Now, everybody here is telling me about matches they would like to see, like Asuka versus Kairi Sane, Ember Moon versus Asuka. All these are great matches. All these are great matches. Honestly, Asuka versus Kairi Sane. Oh, let's go. I can't wait to see that match. That's gonna be a crazy match. But yeah, absolutely. Like, that's the time to do it. And it's Asuka versus Ronda Rousey. For sure. Elijah. Will the Ronda Rousey and Stephanie McMahon feud come? Oh. Okay, let me try this again. Do you think Ronda Rousey and Stephanie McMahon's feud is easily comparable? Could be compared. Do you think it could be compared to Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Shane McMahon? It's like Vince McMahon back in the Attitude Era. Okay, so basically he's asking me, is it easy? Can you compare Ronda and Stephanie to the feud between Austin and McMahon? They're trying to replicate it. It's not going to work. Personally, I don't like it when they do that. It's one of those things that irk me. And again, when we get to the Roman Reigns question, it's coming up. When I address it, I might piss people off, and I don't care. It really irks me when they recycle storylines. Like, I don't mind you taking past ideas and then using it to create something new. People do that all the freaking time. It's okay. They do it in music. Like, every song that you hear nowadays has elements of past songs in them. It's just done in a way where it's original. Some of the best songs do that. Okay? That's okay. That's fine. Taking ideas from the past to make something new. That's evolution. That's how things get better. That's how you grow. I don't mind that. But when you just straight up copy and paste, that's lazy. I don't like that. So just to get back to your question, I don't want Ronda and Stephanie to be McMahon and Austin. Doesn't need to be. I want it to be Ronda and Stephanie. I want them to create their own story. Okay. This whole idea of, I own you, Ronda. I'm gonna make your life a living hell, and then you're gonna have Ronda go out there and buck authority and do all that kind of stuff. Don't. That's not Ronda. Ronda is not Stone Cold Steve Austin. She doesn't have the microphone skills. She doesn't. I love her. She doesn't have the microphone skills. She doesn't have the charisma. Not the type of charisma Austin has. She has charisma. Let's get something straight. Just not the type Austin has. So don't put her in that role. Do what works for Ronda. Tell the story that works for Ronda and Stephanie. Create your own legendary story. Stop recycling. Please. Quit this recycling. I don't want to compare it. It doesn't need to be compared. I guess to answer your question, yes, I guess it could be, but don't compare it. And could WWE bring back the Attitude Era in 2019? They can bring it back anytime they want. Anytime they want. They have to be willing to get rid of some sponsors or change up how they present themselves. Yes, but they can bring it back anytime, any day. Yeah, it can be brought back in 2018. Let alone 2019, 2020, 2021. It all depends on what direction they want to go. It's not that they can't. They don't want to. Keep that in mind. This question comes from our own Ultra Shadow, a.k.a. Nicholas from Atlanta, Georgia. Your thoughts on WWE potentially moving to Fox and Raw going back to 2 hours in 2019? If that comes with a new direction in terms of creativity, the way they present their shows, better matches, and the 2 hours along with that, I'm all for it. I haven't gotten the chance to really do a video about this. I might need to. Might do that next week. But the idea of them moving to Fox, listen, I know Fox is a Republican network. I don't care. Not everybody that's Republican is horrible. I just want to put that out there. Red and blue, Democrats, Republicans. Look, I've seen some horrible Democrats as well as I've seen some bad Republicans. Now, a majority of them are idiots. From what I've seen, yeah, but not all Republicans are bad. So I'm not going to criticize a network because they're Republican. If Fox can give me solid to good episodes of Raw on a weekly basis, we're good. We're good. Super chat, by the way. Thank you, Gino. Morgan TV is $1. Appreciate it, buddy. I love you. Yeah, we're good. I'm all for it. But again, if the move entails a new direction along with the two hours, which needs to happen, my God, we need the 2 hours, then I'm good. Okay. If it's more the same and it's just going to 2 hours, it's not going to change anything. So with that move needs to come a new direction, a new way of doing things. So, and don't start the whole I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican stuff in the live chat, please. I'm not trying to turn this into a political debate. That's not my thing. All right. Where is it? Where is this Roman Reigns question? Let me skip some of this. Let me get to this Roman Reigns question real quick. And I promise I will go back. This question about the Roman Reigns steroid allegations as well. Oh wow, I gotta answer that, definitely. I promise you I'll go back. I just want to get to There's more than one Roman Reigns question in here. Jesus Christ, I didn't realize that was that many. But who asked the question about Roman Reigns on Raw? Who was it? It was somebody. I'm trying to. I forgot what it was. Where is it? Okay, well, basically, one of the people in the I'm trying to look for you so I can give you credit, but I'm just gonna get to it. There was a fan of mine who asked about Roman Reigns' promo and how I felt about it in general. The promo, let me just set it up better. This past Monday on Raw, Roman Reigns was supposed to do a confrontation between Roman Reigns and Brock. He's supposed to do a conversation with himself. He's supposed to do a confrontation with Brock Lesnar to set up their match at WrestleMania. And Brock Lesnar no-show. He didn't show up. Now, because he didn't show up, Roman Reigns shot on Brock Lesnar. He shot on him. And this whole idea that, he doesn't respect the business, that he has no respect for the boys and the men and women who bust their asses on a weekly basis to entertain us. The fact that he's here and he's not, and he's getting all this money, millions of dollars to show up, and he couldn't be bothered to show up for one appearance to confront him. Everybody's just going on this whole debate of, well, it was a good promo. Isn't this what we wanted? We always want Roman Reigns to cut good promos where he cuts a good promo, so shut up. And then we got people saying, it's a desperate ploy to get people to like Roman Reigns and blah, 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 blah. This is stupid. And there's that whole debate. And he's asking me, what side am I on? I'm going to be real with you. I fall in the side of, well, to be real with you, do I think he cut a good promo? Yeah. The delivery was fine. Like, in terms of how his promos used to be, like from 2015 to where he is now, yeah, Roman's gotten better. Of course, he's gotten better on the microphone, and the delivery was solid. He did a good job delivering the promo. Is that what you want to hear? Yes, but now let me take all that I just gave you, and here's where the Roman Reigns fans are going to lose their minds. This is why Dalyxman hates Roman Reigns. To me, if you have to go out of your way to lie to your audience, make it seem like that Brock Lesnar was going to be there to set up this shoot promo to make Roman look good. If that's how desperate, it is desperate. Because you didn't need to do that. You don't need to tell that story to get someone to get over. You don't need to go that way. You don't need to go that direction to get people to like you. But since we're doing that, since we're going out of our way to make Brock Lesnar seem like he is the most disrespectful, self-centered, entitled piece of garbage to ever enter the wrestling business that doesn't care about the lineage, the people, all he cares about is the money. Since we're going out of our way to do that, the fact that we had to do that to get him over says a lot. Okay, we didn't need to do this with The Rock. We didn't need to do this with Stone Cold. We didn't need to do this with John Cena. We had to do this with Roman Reigns because you have done such a poor job to get people to care about Roman Reigns' character. This is what we had to resort to. And here is why I don't like it. Listen, again, the promo, good delivery. Remember what I said just a few seconds ago about things being recycled? Did anybody just stop and think that this promo reminds me of something? This promo reminds me of John Cena and The Rock from 2012. It's the exact same promo. It's recycled. It's a recycled storyline that we're doing from 2012. Good God. So not only is this a desperate ploy by WWE to get fans to like Roman Reigns, it's a recycled storyline. Like, you're going out of your way to do all this extra stuff with Roman so fans can like him. When all you have to do is, you know what, live chat? Live chat. You know what they have to do. People who are watching this video, you know what they have to do. You know what they have to do to get fans to respect, to like Roman Reigns? What is that? Look, you know what it is. You know what it is. What is it? You tell me. Live chat's telling me right now. Turn him heel. The fans don't like him. Fine, work it. Get Roman Reigns to a point where fans are enjoying seeing him get beat. So then we grow respect as a result from that. Then you can use that respect and turn it into a babyface run. That's how it works. That's how it always worked. Live chat right now. James H. heel turn. Ultra Shadow, turn him heel. Isaiah Webb, heel turn. Zeon Smith, heel turn. Brendan Ryan, heel turn. Devin White, turn him heel. Bry Guy, heel turn. Adam Phillips. But Cena's already a corporate bootleg. You screwed up the rotation, man. You screwed up the rotation. Sideways, heel turn. Some wrestling fan, heel turn. That's literally what his handle says. Some wrestling fan. Mohammed, heel turn. Mr. Green, heel turn. Predator, heel turn. Sam, heel turn. HS, heel turn. Jabez, heel mother effing turn. Manny, heel turn. Mortal Guy, heel turn. 15B King, face turn because he likes screwing up the freaking rotation. Isaiah, a little heel turn. You know, it's common freaking sense. It's common freaking sense. Danny, heel turn, because I skipped him for some reason. I didn't see it. There were so many coming at me. It's common sense, ladies and gentlemen, why people don't care about Roman, because they have no reason to. You're shoving him down our throats and telling us that he's great, but he hasn't told us or shown us how great he really is. He's good. Okay? Roman is good. He's not the greatest in the world, so stop telling us he's the greatest in the world. He's good. He's not the best in your company. So don't portray him as that. Just let him naturally get there. And then we'll tell you. All right? And that's how it should be. So to answer the question, no, I don't think it was an effective promo at all. Was it delivered well? Yes. I don't believe a single second that Brock Lesnar skipped out on $1 million to come and stand in the ring and let Paul Heyman talk for him. Desperate. It's horrible. It really is. It's dumb. Now watch them do something with Lesnar and Roman this upcoming Monday, and they try to retcon the entire thing with some stuff like that. I don't care. It's stupid. All right. Getting back to your questions. Mahmood? Is it Mahmood? Mahmood from the UK. If John Cena is unsuccessful at Fastlane, do you think he should have an open challenge at WrestleMania? I guess that's why. You know what? Why wouldn't he do that? Yeah. That's the story. John Cena doesn't have a match, so now he does an open challenge. And he's all like, look, I'm done looking for it. I open the doors to anybody to fight me at WrestleMania. I am so desperate. I am so desperate to have a match. I don't know who wants to fight me. I'm going to come out at WrestleMania and the opening match at WrestleMania, and I challenge anybody to come fight me. Why are we doing that? Hell yeah. And then we do this whole story with people where it's like, I want to fight John Cena for this. 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 Heath Slater, I want to fight John Cena for my kids. Rhino, I want to fight John Cena because I'm a legend. Seth Rollins, you know, they go out of their way to say why they want to fight John Cena, because if they beat John Cena, it's a big mark on their record. And then at WrestleMania, a surprise opponent comes out, like a Rey Mysterio, Better yet, fans right now in the live chat, in the comments, if John Cena was to do an open challenge at WrestleMania, who would you want to answer the challenge? Me personally, Aleister Black. Bro. Aleister Black wins the NXT Championship and then fights John Cena at WrestleMania? I'm in heaven. Let's go. I like this pick too. Joe. Samoa Joe would be awesome. That would be amazing. Adam Cole. Baby! That would work too. EC3. Neville. Samoa Joe. You know what? Samoa Joe and Aleister Black are two great choices. I would love for either one of them to fight John Cena. Velveteen Dream is also awesome. Why are we doing this match? That's a good idea. See, what's your name again? Mahmood, you're a genius. I love this idea. Why can't they come up with this? Creative sucks in WWE. All right, we got Dominique from Charlotte, North Carolina. Is it possible for the fans to potentially turn on Ronda Rousey somewhere down the line after she begins to face and defeat the likes of Sasha, Bayley, Alexa Bliss, and eventually Asuka? Yeah, I mean, if that happens, turn her heel. To me, I've always thought Ronda was a natural heel anyways. I say that knowing her personality, is probably easy for her to be a babyface because that's just her. But I have a theory, and this is, again, I'm getting off topic, and I know, and I promise I'll get some more questions in just a second. I have a theory. My theory is people like Ronda Rousey, people who are nice, kind, sweet in real life, make the best heels. Think about it. Ted DiBiase, the $1 million man, Ted DiBiase, one of the biggest jerks, money-hungry a-holes in wrestling, period. One of the nicest people in real life. Very easy guy. Very easygoing. Jake the Snake Roberts. You know, very easy to talk to. Very knowledgeable. Very cool. Very calm. Very relaxed. Complete jerk. Now, I should be careful too because he was also a babyface. He was a jerk at times too. Now, I probably should use him as an example. I need to find someone else. Like Ted DiBiase is one. Some of the nicest people in real life. Oh, Rick. See. And that now it gets kind of foggy. My theory gets kind of foggy once you start going into like the 80s. You get me? Like Hogan, top babyface, of course, but behind scenes he was not easy to work with. Shawn Michaels, the exact same way. Now Shawn Michaels now, okay. Triple H has his moments. But essentially, everybody says that he's like an uncle, like a fun uncle back in the day. I don't know. I just feel like people like Ronda, they're the nicest people in the world, end up being the best heels. That's why, personally, I would rather, if you was to ask me, would I rather meet Sasha or Bayley, I would rather meet Sasha. Because she's such a good heel that I'm thinking she seems like she's the nicest person in the world. Bayley scares me because Bayley's too sweet. She's too innocent on TV. Makes me think that behind the scenes she might be a, you know what. Same thing goes like Miss Elizabeth. Like Miss Elizabeth, she's a sweetheart. She's the sweetest person in the world. And behind scenes, you know, it's one of those things where Miz, thank you. Someone brought up the Miz. Miz is really cool. Like, I want to meet the Miz. He seems like he's a really cool guy. He really does. But yeah, I do see them eventually turning around. And if it does turn around, let's see here. Okay, I'm running out of time. I need to get to the rest of these questions. Isaiah Webb from Norfolk, Virginia. What's up, Isaiah? When you compare Kevin Owens' ROH NXT work to his WWE stuff, it's not even close. Abso-freaking-lutely. His relationship with Chris Jericho and his list was the highlight of his Universal title run instead of Kevin himself. And ever since, he is more so run Owens run rather than fight Owens fight. Where has the sociopathic badass calculated Kevin Steen gone? That's a good question. I miss him too. I miss that Kevin Steen. I miss that Kevin Owens. I don't know. I personally feel like for me, someone like Kevin Owens, he's doing some good things in WWE. He's making a lot of money. A guy like that would have benefited during the Attitude Era, when he had the freedom to do what he needed to do, to be who he wanted to be, to get over the way he wanted to get over. Not even the Attitude Era, the Ruthless Aggression Era. I think he would have been great. Nowadays, he might just be. I'll say it. He might just be a little too TV-14 for WWE. I think he is. And I think he's the kind of guy that if he was to leave and go somewhere else, he'd probably do a better job over there. He can't do what he needs to do to get over in WWE right now because they're not in the business for that. But yeah, I miss that Kevin Owens, man. I do. I really think WWE is missing out on the potential of a Charlotte versus Becky Lynch match at WrestleMania. It is an easy match to book and build to, but SmackDown's head writer isn't very bright. Hashtag Fire Road Dog. There is a question about that too. I will get to it. If you were writing this storyline as an Iron Man match, what finish do you go with? A, Charlotte wins but Carmella cashes in. B, Becky wins but Carmella cashes in. So either way, Carmella's cashing in. I do the Becky Lynch one. I would have Becky beat Charlotte, get the whole emotional best friend, I love you, and then Charlotte cashes. Charlotte doesn't cash in because she's not briefcase winner. Carmella, excuse me. Charlotte, Carmella. So Becky gets the emotional win. Oh my God, Becky hasn't won the belt in a long time. She finally wins it back. In over a year. You can tell that story. And then, yeah, Carmella cashes in and gets the championship. What a good way for her to be a heel. I love that. I love that. I would go with B. I would go with B. That sounds cool. Jarrett Simmons, as a fan, what type of finisher do you prefer seeing? A maneuver that's. Let me try that again. I just lost myself. I'm sorry. Jarrett asked, as a fan, what type of finisher do you prefer seeing? A maneuver that's followed by a pinfall or a submission? Submission. Because to me, to pin somebody 1, 2, 3, that's cool. To make someone say, I give up, you're the better man, you're the better woman, that's a big, big deal. I love submissions. I think if you win by submission, you're the better man. Because you made someone give up and go, you're the better man, I quit. So yeah, that's just me. Damien, 2K Corporate can bring new WWE 2K19 this fall. We'll bring the brand new 2 Pro Wrestling ring from NXT Pickle War Games, especially in a create an arena mode to install. One for English, one for German, one for Spanish. Will you be buying this game? No, I will not be buying any more 2K19, 2K18, 2K20. I'm not buying those games because I don't like them. Sorry, ain't my thing. I hope you enjoyed it if you do buy it. Let's see here. Alfred, is Batista versus The Rock a good idea for WrestleMania 35? Let's go. All day, every day. I'll be up for that. It's a nice celebrity match. Brian from South Carolina, have to pick one. Watch Roman Reigns promos or Stephanie Forever loop. So basically, if I had to choose between watching Roman Reigns promos or watch Stephanie McMahon on loop, I'm going with Roman Reigns' promos. Because at least he'll get better over time. Seriously. Edward from New Jersey. Do you think WWE getting heat on Brock for the promo Reigns? There we go. There you go. That is who asked me the Roman Reigns question. Edward. It was Edward. He was asking me about the whole Roman Reigns Brock Lesnar bit. Thank you, Edward, for that Roman Reigns question. It took me a while to find you. But I found you. So I don't need to answer that question. You already know I have the whole spiel about it. Going on. Goldie from London, England. In your opinion, what are the most underrated matches in WrestleMania history? Well, that's actually a good video series to do, isn't it? Because we know what the best matches are. What are the most underrated matches? The ones that people don't talk about that should get a lot more attention than they do. Well, maybe I should do a video series on it. Would you watch it? No, for real. Would y'all watch that? If I did a series on that, would you watch it? Because I'm curious. Let's see here. Birmingham, Alabama. Brendan Ryan. What's up, Brendan? What is your favorite match in WrestleMania history? Without even thinking about it, Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker, WrestleMania 25. Why? Because I was there live for it, and it is a classic. It is one of the greatest matches in WrestleMania history. Commentary was awesome. The match was amazing. The story of Shawn Michaels being the only person to have Undertaker's number, and Taker couldn't. He didn't really have a victory over Shawn. The story told itself. It was wonderful. I love the match. I thought it was great. Let's see here. Let me do a few more, then I gotta get out of here, guys. Josh from Sacramento. What is your overall opinion on fast, spot-heavy wrestling? Do you think people just jump the gun when they immediately dismiss it as storyless, flippy crap? Or is there a point to where it can get excessive? There's always a good and bad side to everything. The fast, spot-festy matches, for example, like Will Ospreay versus Marty Scurll. Their matches are usually fast-paced, very spot-heavy. To me, it's all about preference. If that match is what sells and people want to see that match more, okay. TLC, the TLC matches with Dudley's, Edge and Christian and Hardy's, they were very spot-festy matches. They were very fast-paced. And nobody says that those matches are horrible. No, they say those are legendary matches and blah, 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 blah. So okay, because it happened in WWE, now it's a legendary match, and because it happened in the Indies, it's garbage. No, I hate that line of thinking. It's dumb. Me personally, I enjoy those matches. Are there some matches that get a little excessive with it? I agree, yeah. But when it's done right with the right two people, they can steal the show. It's not about what type of match you're doing. It's about how you do it. It's the story you tell with that match. It's all about the story. I don't care if you're flipping or if you're doing submissions or grappling wrestling, whatever type of match you do it, but tell a good story with it. That's all I care about. That's all I care. All right. Let's see here. Who's your favorite character in Black Panther? Black Panther or Killmonger? Oh, that's a big one. Who said that? That was Real Platinumberg from Las Vegas, Nevada. Okay, Platinumberg. I guess I'm going to go, Killmonger or Black Panther. Oh, I'm going to go with Killmonger. I loved Black Panther's character. I think Chadwick Boseman did an excellent job playing T'Challa. I think they were everybody on the cast did an excellent job. Killmonger was the most memorable performer in that group. Period. I thought Michael B. Jordan stole the show. He stole the show. He was awesome. So to answer your question, yeah, Killmonger. Not saying T'Challa wasn't a good lead guy. I just was more connected to I felt Killmonger was the one that left an impression on me more. Charles from Brooklyn, New York. I don't think Roman Reigns should be the champion because they push him too fast on every match he does. That Elimination Chamber match should have went to Braun Strowman. Monday Night Raw got corny. Triple H should run SmackDown, and Monday Night Raw should fire. She should fire Road Dogg. Oh, you didn't know you can't promote a good show. Sorry, that joke just kind of hit me. D-Man, your YouTube channel is damn good, and you have a good idea for the show. I just wanted to say that I love you. Please continue what you're doing. So it's not really a question. You're just giving me it's a compliment. Thanks, man. Thanks, Charles. Keep watching. Peter from Australia. Once again, Australians, respect. Do you hear Did you hear about the pay-per-view coming to Australia? No, I did not hear about that. I haven't checked up on that yet, but awesome. Good. We need to do more pay-per-views outside of WWE more. I hope they do one in Japan. I hope they do one in... I hope eventually WrestleMania goes to the UK. Why not? Screw it. I think we should try it. Yeah, it'll start earlier. It'll start at 12 p.m. on a Sunday. Oh, big freaking deal. Seriously. I think we should do more pay-per-views outside of the States, because States are getting tired of boring. They don't care anymore. They don't. From Corpus Christi, Brian Oliver. How would you feel if John Cena won the WWE Championship at Fastlane? I would be disgruntled. I would be angry and probably feel like WrestleMania is worth skipping this year. Yeah, I'm going to keep that. Alexander Shavers, who is also from Atlanta, Georgia. Hey, Ultra Shadow, you got you a fan. You got you a friend. Not a fan, but a friend. What if every single wrestling company and organization came together and formed a big wrestling alliance? And wrestling went back to the way it should be. Do you think it would help or harm past, present, and future talent? Too many egos in terms of who's running the businesses. You got the Vince McMahons. You got the people running all these other promotions. They're going to want to do their company a certain way. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't last. I think it's a good sentiment, but for that to work, they will all have to come on one accord, and one person's idea would have to prevail, and it would be Vince McMahon. And quite frankly, I don't want the wrestling business to be done one way. So yeah, absolutely, I agree that no, not agree. I disagree that a big wrestling alliance is it's a bad idea. I don't think that's a good idea at all. I don't think it's a good idea. All right, let's see here. How much time do I have left? Yeah, let me go ahead and finish this up. From Baltimore, Michael Gross. Do you think Taker will return to face Cena as his ultra ego, the American Badass? I don't care if it's the American Badass or, you know, the Dead Man. I don't want to see him come back, period. Taker doesn't need to come back, period. Stay home. Listen, I love Taker. I love him, but he needs to call it a day. Your next question here is, if you look back on the years of WrestleMania, most people assume that when Taker left his gear in the ring, that it signaled his retirement. However, I saw it as being the end of the Dead Man character. After all, he's soon to go into the Hall of Fame, and this alter ego would get him prepared to talk out of character, so to speak, in front of the audiences. I can't imagine him giving a Hall of Fame speech in his Dead Man gimmick. Assuming he goes in next year, okay. I feel that this is a real possibility. Basically, he's saying that he'll come back as the American Badass so we can beat himself, and then he'll cut his Hall of Fame speech as himself because he's the American Badass. Makes sense, but still don't want to see the match with Cena. Don't, because that's just something I don't want to see. Let's see here. Devon from Maryland. Is it just Devon? I'm gonna go with Devon because it sounds more divine. No, I'm sorry. Devon, if Brock walks out of WWE and Roman Reigns gets suspended because of the steroid allegations. Steroid allegations, here we go. Who would be the main events at WrestleMania? And the actual steroid allegation question is still coming up. I'm going to answer that in just a second. That'll be the last one because I had to get out of here. If those two get kicked before the main event, that would suck. I guess you would have to put Braun Strowman and Finn Balor in there. Like, not even that. I would personally, if I had it my way, screw it. Let's just do Strowman, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, and not Elias, not The Miz. I would make it a fatal 4-way. I guess Roman. Well, no, he's not here. He got kicked. That would suck if they lost. If they lost both of them. They lost both of them before WrestleMania. That would suck. I guess I'll go with Joe. Like, is Samoa Joe's healthy? Absolutely. Samoa Joe, Seth Rollins, Braun Strowman, and Finn Balor. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm there. I would love to see that. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the direction you would have to go in if I'm being serious. All right. Final question. Final question, and then I got to get out of here because it's late, and I've been up here for an hour and 30 minutes. Thank you guys for tuning into this, by the way. This last one is going to be about the Roman Reigns steroid allegations. So let me find that real quick. By the way, everybody else that I couldn't get to today, I'm sorry. I love you. You are awesome. Don't take this personally, but I've been here for about 2 hours, and that's all the time I have. So let me get to this last question about the Roman Reigns steroid allegations, and I had to be at. So who was the lucky guy that asked that question? I think it was. Let's see. Was it Wasn't David? David asked. David from Texas. Do you think WWE should bring back the championship scramble match? You mean like this? When was the last scramble match they had? That's not actually a bad match to do. You know what? Screw it. Okay, so the guy who asked the steroid question was demands. Didn't tell me where he was from. But let me do these real quick. I'm just gonna do like a fast question answer real quick. Allo, do you hear that WWE is now allowing the following list of terms in New Orleans for WrestleMania? Oh, so you can't bring these at WrestleMania? You can't bring beach balls? Yeah, okay, sure. I get that. Tablets, iPads, balloons. Beach balls, okay. Tablets, iPad, good luck. Yeah, you're not going to stop that. That ain't going to work. But beach balls, yeah, absolutely. They need to go. They should have done that a long time ago. Okay. Jake didn't ask me a question. Yes, he did. Jake from New Jersey. If Nakamura wins the championship at WrestleMania, who are some wrestlers you'd like to see him feud with? Balor. Eventually, we'll have to get Hideo Itami up to the main roster. That's another one. Aleister Black. Absolutely. All day, every day. You know, the usual. Roman Reigns. Why not? I would love to see him feud with Roman Reigns. Braun Strowman. That's an awesome one. Brock freaking Lesnar. Let's go if he's still around. Cesaro. If he's still around, let's go. Like, those are just 7 I can name on the top of my head. Okay. Mr. Green from Tennessee. If you could book a WWE versus New Japan Pro Wrestling show, what matches would you put on the card? I'm just going to give you one. Kenny Omega versus AJ Styles. There you go. I think that's all I got. Okay. So, wait. One more. Okay. This is from Cheyenne from the, I think I'm just gonna read the question. North Carolina, baby. How come some people keep thinking or questioning that when Roman Reigns is the Universal Champion, he's going to move on to beat CM Punk's 434-day record? If anything, he's going to beat Brock Lesnar's record, who had it for over 335 days. Because it's WWE's pet project, and they want him to be the greatest of all time, so that makes sense. All right, so final question. We're going to answer the steroid allegations. So, demands. If Roman Reigns' steroid allegations turn out to be true, and you're Vince McMahon, and you find out the week before WrestleMania, how would you punish Roman, and what would you do when it comes to the main event? If I was Vince McMahon and that happened, oh, he's done. Let me just, first off, let me close these lines real quick. All right, so if Roman Reigns, Mr. Roman Reigns, Mr. Yes Man, after putting close to 4 years, not even 4, I'll probably say 5, almost 5 years into you, from the moment you debuted, putting all that work into you, pushing you down people's throats when people didn't even want to see you. I gave you all this. I gave you the world. I gave you the kingdom. I gave you the keys to the castle. I gave it all to you. And it came out that you that you were doing steroids without us knowing about it, violating our wellness policies, you're done. Like, I'm never pushing you again. Bye. I'm not suspending you. You're done. I'm not just suspending you again. I'm not gonna trust you ever again. Because my image, WWE cares about one thing, and that is their image. That would ruin their image. Now, let me just add this. If it does come out, by the way, these are just allegations. I'm not even saying that this is true, because I don't know. I am going to watch the video when it comes out, and yes, I will do a review on it. But, here's the but. The but. If it does come out that Roman Reigns has been doing steroids, trust me, if it does come out and it actually has been happening, let me tell you something. WWE knew about it, which is why it's a game changer. I guarantee you that if Roman Reigns is exposed and he is found out to have been doing steroids illegally, and the company knew about it and they did nothing, that is going to hurt WWE. That won't just hurt Roman. That's going to hurt the company. And let me tell you something. I heard that it's not just Roman. There are other people in WWE getting drugs, steroids from this guy. I can name you. I'll go 3. I'm not going to do 4. I'm going to name you 3 people that I can look at and go, yeah, I believe it. Because Roman, you look at him and you kind of go, yeah, he looks like he could be doing steroids. Okay? But I can give you 3 people right now, just by looking at them, that I guarantee you could be on that list. Jinder Mahal is number 1. Jinder Mahal. Really? Really? You don't tell me by looking at Jinder Mahal that he really, like, got a 6-month push and then went away, came back, and now he's all jacked up. Jinder Mahal. Sheamus. That one I probably would believe. I would believe Jinder Mahal more than Sheamus. Well, Cena does steroids. I don't care what anybody says. He does steroids. That one I can tell you right off the bat. Yeah, Cena does steroids. Of course he does steroids. They're just not going to do anything to him because it's John Cena. What are you going to do? It's John Cena. I do steroids. He says he doesn't do them. He's lying. I guarantee you he does steroids. Who was the other one? Oh my God, who was the other one? Titus O'Neil. Like, those 3, I'd be like, yeah, I'll do steroids. That's fine. Look, if y'all want to do steroids, go for it. But you do realize that that's against company policy. It's against company policy. And if it comes out that they've been doing it and the company knew about it and they didn't do anything about it, guess what? That's favoritism, and that is not good on you. You're violating your own company policies. That's bad for WWE. And you know what? They would probably get a big hit from that. So these allegations, when they come out, I am going to watch them. I am going to see what he has to say. Because if it's true, it could be a game changer. But that's all I have to say for it now. I got nothing else to say. But time will tell. Guys, thank you so much for joining me for this Q&A session. I will be back up here tomorrow to do a Raw review. On Thursday, we'll be doing preview and predictions for Fastlane. Sunday is the pay-per-view, the final pay-per-view before WrestleMania. And then past that, I might be doing a series. I might actually do that. Most underrated matches in WrestleMania history. People don't talk about. I might actually do that. I just might do that. Just to kind of build some kind of a catalog of matches that people don't talk about, and they should. But thank you guys for watching this. I hope you guys enjoyed my Q&A. I'll be doing this on a schedule soon. I gotta figure it out. But thank you guys for watching anyways. You guys are awesome. I love you. This is your boy Dalyxman signing off right here in your boy Dalyxman's world.